Hey there, guys. I'm back with another video here. Sorry I haven't posted in a few weeks. I think it's been over a week or something. But, everything's been crazy and everything. But there's so much that has happened. Every day we're getting new trailers, new release dates, still postponements. Everything is still, there's a lot of moving pieces still. But this Oscar race is still a very tight, going to be an amazing race for all categories. But today, Hillbilly Elegy dropped today on Netflix. I hope I pronounced that right. But it was a Netflix movie that dropped today. This is a Ron Howard movie. I've talked about this in the past extremely because of the performances of Glenn Close and Amy Adams. And I just finished watching it, and I really don't think that it deserves all uh, the negative reviews it's getting. It's got a 22 out of 100 on Rotten Tomatoes, which is very, very low, especially for a Ron Howard movie. I really don't think it should be a 22. I was very hesitant after I heard about the negative reviews, but I really don't think that it deserves a 22. This isn't the best movie of the year, but this isn't by any far means. But this isn't the worst movie either. This truly is one of those movies that some people are going to love, some people are going to hate. Yes, I do agree with some of the criticism with some of the things, but the biggest take you get from this movie are those performances. Glenn Close and Amy Adams just crushed it. Just some of the best acting for actresses of the year. But when it comes down to it, though, what do I agree with the criticism? The whole movie is getting criticism. Everything's getting criticized about this movie except the performances. What I agree with the criticism is the directing. This isn't Ron Howard's best directing. He's directed His directing style has been better in past movies, like Apollo 13, Frost Nixon, and Beautiful Mind, three of his probably best. But the screenplay, that I don't think it was the best screenplay. This really isn't. I never put this at the top of my list for Oscars, 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 Oscars. I put it on like a holding list, we'll just have to see. And I'm glad I put that up there because some people are going to be disappointed with this movie. I enjoyed it very much, but when it really comes down to it, though, the if you take out the acting, this movie will be very different. And yes, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna crap on the movie, but there is some things that felt flat. I mean, at the very end of the movie, they showed real footage of the people in the movie, and let me tell you right now, I literally thought they were still showing Glenn Close because they made her look exactly like Mamaw, who she played. She looked exactly like her, and it was kind of scary. You see some similarities with Amy Adams and the guy that played J.D. Vance. Some people criticize not reviews that I've seen critics, but people that I've seen do reviews like this about it said that they couldn't fully get on board with J.D. Vance, the guy that played J.D. Vance. They couldn't get on board with that character. But I thought he was just brilliant, just like Glenn Close and Amy Adams. When you talk about best director, when you talk about best screenplay, best picture, yes, that's out the window. There's no way Hillbilly Elegy is going to the Oscars unless it's for actress or supporting actress. Even then, isn't they're not, Glenn Close isn't even the front runner anymore. I've been saying this is her Oscar all year long. And yes, I absolutely thought this is one of her best performances in a long time. She is deserving of an Oscar. She'll, but and Amy Adams, I don't think she was ever in the front runner, but yeah, everyone really looked out for her. And I mean, you just have to watch it and see because this is just my this is just my opinion. Yes, it deserves some criticism, but I don't think it deserves a 22. 22 is just a crap show. But this wasn't a complete crap show. This really was an absolute amazing movie, in my opinion. I do criticize a little bit, but not a 22. It didn't even deserve a 50 if it got a 50. It deserved higher. I really think that this movie deserved less criticism than it actually got. I mean, it's nowhere near the best movie of the year, but it's nowhere near the worst movie of the year. I've seen worse movies this year. There was a another Netflix movie that I saw that was worse than this. Way, way worse. I do want to apologize about my voice. I'm recovering from change of weather sickness, so my voice is off. But I I really want to give this movie an 8.5. I really thought about it. Probably the last 30 minutes of the movie, I was thinking, what am I going to rate it? And you know, as the last 30 minutes kept going, I was first giving it a 7, but then I said no, there's 7.5, 8, 8.5, and it just kept growing because it truly is an amazing movie. This is based on true story. This is based on J.D. Vance's memoir back in 2016. Same name of the movie, and yeah, no, this is not one of those adaptations that everyone should look at and say, man, that was just a disappointment, because there are some disappointments in this movie, but it's not as a whole a disappointment. I think a lot of people are going to get lost with the fact that, oh, well, this got 22 and this got bad reviews and it must be a terrible movie. If you walk in like that, I really think you will hate it. But you have to understand, this is your opinion, this is their opinion, this is my opinion. We all have different opinions. I legit was texting somebody today and they said they were watching the same movie at the same time with me and they loved it. They thought it was an amazing, excellent, beautiful story. They loved it. And I agree. Um but the biggest take is Glenn Close's performance. Will she win that Oscar? I don't know anymore. I really don't know. Does she deserve it? Heck yes, she does. She definitely deserves this. I mean, with that performance, especially when I saw the real life Mamaw at the very end with the real footage, it looked just like Glenn Close. It was kind of creepy how close it looked. Um, but these next few weeks, I'm going to be talking about who are the new front runners, because we have new front runners for a lot of categories. And I'll tell you right now, Best Supporting Actress is not Glenn Close's for sure Oscar anymore. Amanda Seyfried from Mank is just, the early screenings of this movie are blowing up. And December 4th, it's going to drop on Netflix. I cannot wait for that. I'm trying to catch up and do a lot of movies. There's a couple movies that I've missed, like Bad Hair. I still got to watch Bad Hair. I still got to watch His House. I missed the movie The Life Ahead release date because I've just been so busy. But I will watch those 3 movies still, and I won't do reviews for them because it'll be late. But I'm trying to get the really, really big ones the day of, and that's what I'm trying to do. And but this movie right here, in my opinion, is going to be, people are going to be on the fence with this one. I thought it was great. 8.5 to me is an outstanding movie. Granted, yes, Ron Howard could have directed it better. The screenplay could have been better, but you know what? It is what it is. And I still enjoyed it. I still had a very good time. This almost minutes away from a 2-hour movie was very enjoyable, and it was very heartbreaking and hard to watch at some points because this movie is very heartbreaking and sad. And when you really think about it, that it's based on a true story, it kind of makes it more heartbreaking and sad. But yes, I do give props to Ron Howard for making another movie that hits. That still hits. There are some misses in the movie, but it is not a complete miss. It hits, but it also misses. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all subscribe. Y'all hit that like button, comment below, hit that notification button. I'm gonna try to do one more video before I do Manx review on December 4th. That is going to be an unbelievable review. I think that might be one of my longest review videos I'm going to do. I'm already planning on it because there's so much to talk about for that movie. And for this one, there was a lot to talk about too. But, it is out of the question for every single Oscar category except these two actresses. And I don't even know if they're going to win. So we'll have to see. And it's not 100% if they'll be nominated. Um, Glenn Close 100% should get nominated. Same thing with Amy Adams. But, you know, I think the review of the movie might be so bad for the Academy, they might just throw them out. But we'll have to see. And I will see y'all soon. Thank y'all.